do that. But by the way,
so
when you take
clarify?
no, but no, wait,
are you paying?
No, this I'm not going to agree with. I'm not going to agree.
I don't understand.
No, I'm not going to agree with it. No, I'm not going to agree with it. Let me tell you what I'm not going to agree with. I'm not going to agree with a point at which you are going to ask questions. I can't answer. By the time I try to answer, you are coming up with all these things and then you are just fudging issues. So I'm not going to agree with that. Okay. Because you see, I came here and when you called me here, you said we are going to discuss RAF matters. We have not discussed RAF matters. If I knew that we were going to come and discuss COPA, I wouldn't come here. Because I wanted to come here and give an account of what RAF has done. And that's what I must do. But now, when you are, no, you are not doing that. You are doing exactly what, no, you are doing exactly what in other platforms that have been done. You are calling it unfiltered. It's not unfiltered in essence that when I'm trying to answer, you are not allowing me to answer. Okay. So allow me to answer. Yes, allow me to answer because you see,
cost.
Yes,
and whether you are
but I mean that's not even a RAF issue.
No,
I said that no, it's not.
It's a RAF
issue
because
it's my personal issue.
Well, it depends who's funding it.
Yes.
And your personal conduct was censured in your conduct as CEO of RAF. So you can't turn around and say it's a personal issue. It's both personal and it's RAF related because your conduct was as the CEO of RAF.
It's the money of my children that will be paid if at the end of the day I'm actually made to pay in.
And I appreciate that.
So you can't say to me that this, and this is why the part. I have appealed that, Sizwe, and this is how far I go. I have appealed that.
Are you
it's a personal cost order, yes.
Or is RAF
no, but I'm saying to you, I'm sitting here, it's a personal cost order. There are processes in any organization, by the way. When you take a decision, for instance, there's a thing called the director's liability and all those things. There is insurance that deals with those issues. Because you take decisions, by the way. So there's nothing that we have done at the RAF that is malafide. I'm telling you now. And I'm quite confident that we are going to win this thing with opener, because the reality is that there's nothing malafide we did. We went, and that's, as I'm telling you, the SCA has agreed with us. We are very comfortable that when we go there, we're going to win that case. Now, you are talking about the issue around another case that is also taken to the Constitutional Court. Here's what happens is, clandestine things are being done by people at RAF. Okay? Who are these people? In this case is medical schemes. Medical schemes in terms of the Medical Schemes Act are supposed to be paying your prescribed minimum benefits, and they should be paying your emergency medical conditions. In terms of Regulation 7 and 8, in terms of Regulation 8 of the Medical Schemes Act, they must pay all that money. What were they doing? They were going to Sizwe and say, you are a member, they will hire a lawyer, go and take this money, go and claim. We'll get a lawyer to claim for you. That money will come. Don't tell them anything. When the money comes, please give it to us. And I'm saying, Sizwe, if you knew you are a medical scheme and you're entitled to money that RAF was supposed to pay, why don't you just come in front and say, give me the money I've paid? Because they knew they can't do it. They do it in a clandestine way. We are saying they don't have reimbursement right over what is their statutory obligation. That's what we are saying. And we are saying, we think that's a constitutional matter, that at the end of the day, the judge, the higher court in this country must sit and look at it and say whether we are wrong in saying you cannot have a claim over or reimbursement rights over your statutory obligation, especially if we are a social benefit fund, as we say. That's the part. Let me answer this another question, Sizwe, you asked. What makes us a social benefit scheme? We have said it. Go and look at the Reserve Bank classification. We don't classify ourselves. Go and look at the classification of that is released by it's called the Institutional Sector Classifications Guide of 2017. 3.5, section 315 there, 3.1.5 will tell you there are 4 social security funds. One of them is the road accident fund. We don't determine that. It's determined at that level in 2016. It's already determined. So the thinking that we can sit here and say, today I decide I'm no longer an insurer, I'm a social benefit fund, is incorrect. And that's why we are saying, listen to us, go and look at whatever. When someone says to you, RAF is an insurance, say, give me the information on the basis of what is the authority you are relying on.